Okay then.
Hey, yeah, boy. Smoke weed every day.
No. Say that one more time. What'd you say?
What are we doing here?
What'd you say? Say it one more time.
What are we doing here?
Say that one more time. Don't be a bitch.
What are we doing?
Don't be a bitch and don't be a pussy. Say it again.
Okay.
Say it again.
What are we doing here?
Say it again so I can show it to the chief. Say it again. Say it again. Say that you're gonna violate my rights because it's your town. Say it again. You're a bad example for these police officers. You're a bad example. I ain't giving you nothing. You ain't getting shit out of me.
On April the 23rd, this tyrant that goes by the name of Sergeant Duran decided him and his goons in the Ridgefield, Washington Police Department would try to violate my rights. After trying to do so, they learned very quickly that they're not going to violate everybody's rights, especially one who knows how to operate and stand in capacity. Yo, this one's going to be good, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it. It's not going to turn out the way you think it is.
You ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing. You better leave me alone.
And if you fail to get it to me,
I'm not failing to do nothing because you have no jurisdiction over me. You better leave me alone, buddy.
I'm gonna give you a citation.
You ain't giving me nothing. You put it on the car. Put it on the car. Put it on the car.
If you fail to give me your license and your ID, I will place you in custody for the crime.
Hey, sir. I just need a witness. These cops are harassing me. I was just wanting to know.
I'm a retired cop. I'm a retired cop. I'm a retired cop.
All right, cool. Thanks, buddy. They're trying to figure out a way right now to fuck with me because they have no other way. But they're just trying to harass the shit out of
And
me.
you're just waiting?
I'm just waiting.
And why?
I pulled over because I got an appointment at 2 o'clock.
Did somebody call?
No. I pulled over and I have an appointment at 2 o'clock out here in Ridgefield for my job. And I'm just waiting. I'm early because I was early for my last appointment. And they pulled up and started asking me, well, why are you here? Why are you sitting here? Well, I don't want to talk to you. I don't have to. I haven't done anything wrong. And then they start going in on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to get back into town to get my kids.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I'll walk with you. All right.
So I stopped this individual because they was driving. This is way out in the country. These people, this is white boy country, and I'm just like spooked out. So what I end up doing is I end up calling Ridgefield Police Department, and I request, hey, yo, I need a supervisor, I need a lieutenant, I need some rank, I need a chief, and I start to walk back, and you'll hear me having a conversation with them.
There is no crime. A crime is harm that's been brought upon another. There's no crime. They don't have a captive over me. I'm not a slave. They have no authority over me. So I don't know what that means, let me go. They can't detain me. So when is her working hours? Okay. In and out for me. What meetings is she in right now? In Woodland with the lieutenant? Okay, so how do we get in touch with the lieutenant? For a violation? For someone who's violating my rights? right now, currently, and presently? You don't think it's more important that someone's getting their rights violated? Yeah, they're harassing me.
So if you don't know what's going on, essentially I was early to an appointment and I needed to burn some time. So I decided to pull off the road and park and enjoy my time peacefully, privately on the side of the road, the easement. And I had been sitting there for about 20 minutes when this cop just pulls up behind me. He doesn't have his lights on and he just walks up to my car. First thing he says is, "Hey, I noticed you didn't have no license plates on your vehicle. I wanted to talk to you about that." I told him I don't want to talk, have a nice day, and proceeded to roll up my window. As I was, he said, "Oh, you're one of those types." And I immediately knew that he wanted to engage in some kind of conversation. So I hopped out and I told him, "Leave me alone, get away from me, there's no crime that's been committed." And he proceeded to argue and say, "I'm not going to leave you alone. If you drive on these roads, I'm going to pull you over and I'm going to tow your vehicle." And it just shows the aspect that they don't care about the public. They only want you to obey what they say.
Let's see if I can get it on video here. Hold on, and you can listen. You can be a witness. Hi, how are y'all? Good. Who are y'all with? Who are y'all with? What's y'all's titles? What's y'all's positions? What's your position?
She's the lieutenant and I'm the chief.
There we go. All right now. Thank you for coming out here. All right, so with the last chief, I went up there, what was it, about December, January, served a notice of liability. This Officer Duran, he wasn't a sergeant when he pulled us over back September, I believe. I think he wasn't a sergeant then at that point. I'm not sure if he had stripes. Okay. So anyways, they pulled us over in our RV illegally. We went up to the court and we filed a whole bunch of motions and they dropped everything, right? Because I know the law. I know how it works. Everything out here as far as these statutes are color of law. Right? They're therefore people who have agreed to be a part of the system. I have not. I don't have a driver's license. I've proven myself numerous times in courts to where I've actually won a civil lawsuit for the deprivation of my rights under Title 18, Section 242 of the United States Code. Okay. Because I know that in the Supreme Court's already ruled, we have every right to travel freely on these roads because they're all roads, unless I'm doing commerce. And since I know that, what I stated to the police officers is that if they'd be more than willing under the Privacy Act, the 5 U.S.C. 522, Statute 88 and 1896, they can fill this out to show the cause of action or probable cause that they have in relation to stopping me, but they also need to prove that I was also using the roads in a commercial capacity, right? I know the law. I'm pretty good at this. Okay? So when it comes down to this, I exercise my rights, but I've also won several times in court. And I think what's the problem is that I have on footage, on camera, 30 minutes with me talking to the chief of Ridgefield back in December. Yeah, and I filed my notice of liability with your police department. So it is on file there. And what I'm asking is that these cops just respect our rights because Mr. Dwarren over here, what he ended up telling me, I said, "Sir, I'd just like to stop being harassed." He said, "You're going to continue to be harassed." I have it on tape because this is our town. Now, if that's how you feel we as the public should be treated, I find that as a very disservice because I thought y'all were here to protect our rights.
Well, we are here. We're here to make sure. Watch your back.
Yeah. And I'm really happy that you came out. I was being told you were in meetings.
I'm always in meetings.
Okay.
A lot of meetings.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I just, what I try to always do is make sure to stand on our rights because if we don't stand on them, then we're going to lose them. And, I try to bridge the gap. I have the YouTube channel. It's called Power Inherent in the People. And I educate several thousands of people. I do this all the time. On our side, we have so many wins in court.
I love your shoes, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Those are super cute.
Mr. Dorian, y'all need to, I got him on tape saying that.
Sorry.
I asked him, I said, "Hey, can y'all stop harassing me?" And Mr. Dorian, let me finish. Mr. Dorian said, "We're going to continue to harass you because this is our town." And that's a little scary when you have people talking to you like that just because we know what is true and what is false. Okay?
I do like your hats.
So is that the Patriots?
That's
No,
the Pirates.
Pirates. Okay.
Pirates.
I'm like,
Now, what I was speaking to your chief about is that I've already filed a notice of liability with the police department back with Chief Brooks in December.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
so
Okay.
my notice of liability is on file. Okay.
okay. So I think we just want to make sure and check the VIN on that.
No.
Is that possible?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Nope,
So
I'm
there's
private
no-
individual,
but
so I'm
there's
not
no
giving up.
registration on that.
That is right. My car is not registered with the state because I don't use the roads, public roads, in a commercial capacity whatsoever.
No, but you drive for personal
No,
reasons.
drive, the actual definition of drive, if you look in the Oregon or Washington Vehicle Code, is actually one who is employed on the roads doing commerce. That's what actually
No,
within
you're just driving.
No. Driving, see what has ended up happening is that y'all as police officers in our common linguistic phonetic terms has taken drive to mean the same as it does within Blackwell's dictionary, within our legalese court system. It does not whatsoever. The actual definition in the Blackwell's dictionary, all the way up into the 6th edition, which was 1952, is actually drive one who is employed on the roads. And what's pretty amazing is that Justice Tolman here within Washington State, a Supreme Court official, actually on the record within the Supreme Court, has stated that we have every right to use the roads freely without forced insurances, registrations, or licenses whatsoever. So even your own Supreme Court justice, it doesn't matter if you disagree or not. You're not a Supreme Court justice, so you have no way to. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you agree or not. Your specific title and role as a servant to the public is to protect our rights, not to violate them.
I agree. But what we're interested in is
You can be interested all you want, but you're not getting
registration
it because I don't have it, and this is my private automobile.
so it belongs to you.
Yeah, belongs to me, and I don't have to prove it whatsoever because it's not been reported stolen, nor have you found me in the commission of a crime, so you have no RAS, no PC whatsoever. So I'd like to be free on my way and stop being reasonable articulate suspicion, RAS. I'm very well educated, I'm telling you. I can show you right now if you'd like. Give me just 1 second. Show proof. I'm from Dallas, Texas. How about yourself?
I was going to say.
How about yourself?
In Dallas, a week and a half ago.
Okay, so here you'll see Mr. Duran and his lovely old partner, David CM. They wrote me a ticket back in, what was this, 22nd, okay? I went up to court. I pro se. I represent myself. I don't need no attorney, okay? So I go on the same day that we have a court, September the 1st, as you'll see here. This is
What year?
this is last year. This is all last year. Recently, 2022, September, okay? I show up to court, and on the same day, on the arraignment of September the 1st, they drop the case immediately on the motion of myself, because I proved within my motion that I do not have to have a driver's license to travel on these roads.
Wait, what was the original charge?
The original charge was for no driver's license, something else, no operator's insurance, another one was for no driver's license as well.
Okay, and then
No valid operator's license either on the back. So, and they dropped everything immediately.
so
1739,
you're going so fast.
1738, 1739.
Okay, yeah, and then
No driver's license, operator's license, and everything else was included with that because they said right here within the sticky note, please let the court know how you would like to proceed on your infractions. Okay?
Okay.
So the courts respect
So-
me. They dismissed it on my motion. My motion is right here with me as well, which proves that we have the right to travel on the roads. That's how it works.
well, and who said that?
The judge that y'all write tickets for that represents y'all in Battleground, prosecuting attorney and the judge,
What judge said that?
Wheeler, right there. Well, he's the judge presiding over Battleground where all of y'all send y'all's tickets to.
I'm new.
Oh, you're new.
I am new.
Oh.
Well, I'm not new to law enforcement. I'm new to
Well,
new
this
to
is the
area.
thing that's kind of really got me irritated is the aspect that this is known, but police officers still choose to try and force power and dominance over us as over slaves. I'm not a slave. I don't have to do anything you tell me. Him, nobody. He told me if I continue to walk, he's going to arrest me. Right here in front of everybody. It's on my camera. And I ain't done nothing. So he is being a bad example to the other police officers. And he's a sergeant. What is that all about? Not only that, y'all got no people of color on your police department. Not one. You maybe got one Mexican, but you ain't got no black people.
Well, it's not very nice to say that.
I don't care if it's nice to say or not. It's true.
I'm not gonna say that he's a Mexican. You don't know enough.
He is Mexican. I've talked to him. I talked to him. I know everything about y'all's department. I've done all my research because I planned on doing a lawsuit against them, but it wouldn't been enough for me because they didn't cause enough damages. I just recently won in Hood River. So, I mean, I do this all the time. I do it all the time. I stand up for our rights. I have a YouTube channel. I teach thousands and thousands of people. So right now, y'all are going to be hosted on YouTube later to being shown that they're out here teaching y'all how to violate people's rights instead of protect them. When your job is to uphold the Constitution, number one. Number two is to enforce all the rules in relation to those who are in commerce, those who have signed your contractual agreements to have a driver's license on the road. I don't use these roads in good commercial capacity. I don't got to have no driver's license. That's why the people got to start reading the vehicle code, both Washington and Oregon. It's time to start being harassed and start standing up for our rights out here before they just continue to get violated. Before we have people out here, your officers talking about, this is our town, buddy. You're going to do what we say. Yeah, this is America.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, this is America. This isn't somebody's town that they just get to run a cowboy show and do whatever the hell they want. And that's how Duran's acting. Y'all need to get that in line. And I'd like to go on my way freely without being harassed. Yeah, I'm on their ass right now. I got the chief and the motherfucking lieutenant out here, bro. The chief and the lieutenant colonel. You learning something today?
I'm sorry.
You learning something today?
Am I?
Mhm.
I've always been fascinated with, are you sovereign citizen?
No, see,
There's
sovereign, the
that
term,
respect.
no, check it. So sovereign citizen is
Yeah.
actually a oxymoron. It is the most dumbest thing you can say.
Okay.
Because you can't be a sovereign and a citizen at the same time. Sovereign
Right,
means you're
I get it.
free.
Totally.
Okay, citizen means you have agreed to the state's obligations as a corporation because the state is nothing but a corporation.
Right.
Okay, your city is nothing but a corporation.
Right.
Okay,
They
and the
work
only and the only reason that y'all have jurisdiction over people is because they have agreed to the contractual agreement of the state.
Right. And
I-
the RCWs that are written.
Exactly.
Right. I get totally understand that. Yeah.
I just
Can I
prefer
call you Mr. Clayton or Clayton?
that. No, that's not even my name.
What's your name?
You
What
can
do
just call
what
me
do I refer to you as?
good citizen.
Okay, Mr. Good Citizen.
Yes, ma'am.
Here's the deal. We're going to clear.
Yes, ma'am.
I would advise you to get plates and a driver's license. I know you don't believe in that, but that's what I'm advising you. Okay?
Now, if I leave here, am I going to get harassed and pulled over by your police officers?
No, but you very well could get a cite if they see you driving a vehicle with no plates and if they know you have no driver's license.
Now, let me ask you this, dear. Are you aware of the definitions and the differences between the term drive and the word travel? Because within the Washington Vehicle Code, it states that drive is a commercial term, which means that one who's employed using the roads in commerce.
What I can tell you is that this conversation is much bigger than you and I,
Yeah.
right? So what I'm telling you is I've told them not to stop you again, but if they see you drive, don't be surprised if you get a referral from the court citing you.
Okay.
Okay?
Now,
And then you can pursue whatever legal grounds you want to pursue.
okay. Can I give you this just for your own
Sure.
awareness of
Yep.
what I will be presenting to them?
Absolutely.
Okay. This right here is pretty much everything in regards to the Privacy Act under the federal United States Code.
Okay.
If they deprive me of any of my rights, that is, okay, under Title 18, Section 242 of the United States Code, a deprivation of my rights.
So what's going to happen here today is they're not going to stop you. I'm telling you, you need to obtain a Washington driver's license and plates for your vehicle to be legal on the state of
That's if I'm doing
Well,
commerce.
that's where we get into the discrepancies, right? So what I'm telling you, they're not going to stop you now, but don't be surprised if you don't get some correspondence in the mail. All right? That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, in the mail? Oh, why would they give me in the mail?
Because that's how the prosecutor will notify you if they.
Oh, that'd be great because the prosecutor's already dropped in my behalf.
All right.
That's amazing.
So we got a plan.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Good Citizen.
All right. Thank you. Please get away from my vehicle. Chief, he's already back at it. No, hold on. I'm not going to deal with that. This is ridiculous. I walk up to my vehicle and I say, please, can you get away from my vehicle? And he says, that's not going to happen. This is what I'm talking about,
Okay.
where these guys think they can just talk and act however they want to citizens.
Okay, but look, they've now cleared, see? So now they're all clear.
Thank you.
stopped here before we went to work, and it was everything.
As much as I want to say I wish all this drama ended there, we left it as it was. There was nothing to make of it. One of these big dummies, I haven't narrowed it down yet. This is fresh off the press. But one of these big dummies, I didn't get none of their badge numbers either. I ain't even asked for none of that, but it's easy to get. I'll get it all. But one of these big dummies, I think the first cop that first came up to my vehicle, called my employment and made a complaint. First off, they left a voicemail. Big dummy mistake. Then the second thing they did is they called again. Why did they call again? Because they just had the biggest walk of shame that they've ever seen in their life. The chief came out to tell them to leave me alone. That's a big... They mad. They big mad. So they end up calling my place of employment and try to say I was unbecoming and I was rude and I had an attitude and just dogged me out. You know what my employment had to say? My employment said, we're not going to reprimand our employees for standing on their constitutional rights. Yo, America, we waking up. We done. We done. But I think a bigger aspect here is that's retaliation. And that is harassment. Just because you're a cop, you don't get to call up someone's employer because you had to tuck your tail and make a complaint when there's no reason for it whatsoever. You just, like, you big mad, you retaliate. That's harassment. So that's all I'm gonna say on that for right now, because it done turned up into a new level. Check the voicemail out. Y'all listen to this.
My name is Officer Marvis with the Ridgefield Police Department. I'd like to chat with management or somebody regarding an employee I need to have a conversation with. If you could give me a call back, you can. 360-839. I will be off at 5 o'clock today. I'll be working tomorrow. If you want to give me a call tomorrow, we can touch base. Again, this is Officer Marvis with the Ridgefield Police Department. Cell phone 360-839. Thank you.
Now, I just want you to know something. I filed a notice of liability with the Ridgefield Department last year. It ain't even been 6 months, y'all. So, what dude did is clear harassment. Cold cut. Clear. You couldn't get away with your no body cam system out there in the country thinking it's your town. So you retaliated? We gotta get these corrupt cops out of here. We gotta start getting some people that's gonna get in there and respect our rights. That's really gonna get out there and protect people. That's not gonna be worried about these petty little things that are violating our freedom and liberty in this life that we live, yo. Like, what is that about? You are a king. Your wife is a queen. You are a creation of the Creator. There is no power above you. You are not subordinate. You are subordinate to none. I'm going to show y'all what happened with the police chief last year, and I think it was, November or September.
Hi, I'm Chief Brooks. What can I do for you?
How's it going?
Not bad. What's up?
Okay, so I got a couple different things that I need to have done. One of the things is I'm going to be serving a notice of liability to you guys under common law.
Okay.
So if you can file that and I can get a copy. Also, another thing I'm going to be doing is filing a complaint. And then I'm also going to need to request records from a police stop that occurred.
Okay. So Sandra will get you any police records. She takes our public records requests.
Okay.
So you have a notice you want to give to me?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to just photocopy it and give it back to you?
That'd work.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
So as you'll notice, I served them, the City of Ridgefield Police Department, with a notice of liability. They are liable now after accepting this contract under common law. Under common law. They accepted this contract that if they violated any of my rights, they are liable and subject to pay up for violation of my rights. So this is gonna get interesting, y'all. We're gonna keep y'all updated, and yeah, just keep it moving. So peace and blessings to everybody. I love y'all.
Okay then. Hey, yeah, boy.